truthfully about this good world and me. I want peace of mind, don't you see? I'm gonna get it, I know it's there somewhere for me.
A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Big Stone Television. Today is an historical day because we have history in the house. Today we are blessed with a Jamaican, a musician from Wappy Phillip until now. Who are we talking about? None other than Vincent White from Cromwell Land in St. Mary. Welcome to Big Stone Television, my brother.
Yes.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it started back many years ago. A matter of fact, I was told by Earl Fanny Powell. A matter of fact, he's sitting right over there. Mr. Powell, welcome to Big Stone Television. We're in Earl Fanny Powell's backyard, and it's a wonderful ambience, a wonderful experience to hear the dry leaves rattling in the breeze and to go back to where it all started for reggae music. Tell us a little bit about your early beginning, Vincent.
Yes, but it all started out in Cromwell. We formed a little band by the name of Rocking Bells.
Rocking Bells?
Yes.
Okay.
Musicians like Roy Richards.
The harmonica, yes, I remember Roy.
Occasionally Yankee, very popular drummer we used to downtown
Yes.
in session. But the band was doing good. Everywhere where people love us. Yes, so my brother lived in town. He came over and he heard the band and he said, "You sound good enough. You know, Bobby Kings live close by me,
Yeah.
and he rehearse every Thursday. No, I meet him, no carry over there. So we can't when we reached it was in the evening. But it was rehearsing for a party, things and a couple of artists.
Yes.
But the war and bass were like that in Limber. Limber and the Idla Festival song. Moved up to make song.
Yes.
He was the bass player.
Was that Alan the Vibrators?
I and the Vibrators.
Yes, man, because Move Up was one of my choice for festival song that year. Move up now, Jamaica, move up.
Right.
Get in the groove. Yeah, something like that, yeah. Go ahead.
He was the bass player. He was playing with the band to go on the record. Anyway, Bobby went inside to talk to the producer. While he was inside, Dandy June from both places. He played a melody and a strong.
Voila, when you say Dandy Drummond, are you talking about the original band drummers?
No. He used to have
Another trombone player by the name of Dandy Junior.
Yes, his real name
okay.
is Vincent.
Okay.
Trami.
Okay. Okay.
He was in the band. So he was playing a melody, but we had to take time to record it. We record that song. So I took up the bass and started following the line. You could say the first time I played my bass.
Okay.
So I used to play guitar.
Okay.
So Bobby heard the bass and said, "Who playing that bass?" And he says, "It's me, Bobby." He said, "Alright, now the other song come and swing it." And I come in and take up the guitar. Play with me. Excited, so man, no place now. The last studio morning, I like to come in and so maybe that I was going to do on the record.
And just say you want you pass through. Yeah.
And that's it. The studio on God Hawkins, Baby I Love You, All Times.
Yeah.
And give me the right.
Give me the right. You ever did Satisfaction? Did you play Satisfaction? Wow. Yeah, just want to call Dawkins. Take a sit. So you started out playing the bass guitar and the lead guitar.
I started out on the the lead guitar.
The lead guitar.
Playing rhythm.
Right.
Yes.
Tell us how you got involved with starting out on that. How you got to an instrument from the
Okay.
love of music.
There was a brother who had a bass guitar.
Okay.
He couldn't do music because he used to go to St. Louis High School. He was a white beard up there, and then he started to teach music.
Okay.
So he learned black and white, play music, put it by a book and play. So he bought a guitar. And we started to get a feel off the guitar, we didn't put it right.
Thief and liquor play, yeah.
Yes, and we started to improve and you know how we sound. It's me and my other brother,
Okay.
we love it, we love how we improve. And he gave us the guitar, so we have a guitar.
He gave it to you the guitar as a gift
Yes, he bought a mix.
and give you guys. I mean, you must have improved so much and doing so well. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, so start to what? Approved school is here, but it's Swift person approved school. Boys school. And they say you could grow a song here, but then you was sometime of it. They say, come on.
Get off the street and come to a more.
Start a lot of calypso. Why we charge used to live in a place named Aleppo. And I heard about the dance and the game because we had a flute there as well. We was working in the evening.
Yeah.
And the evening group and trying to do this. And yes, we started with a sound and so now we start to
Yeah. So you start getting paid. When did you know that you was worth something and start making money from your craft?
we keep on dance and caliper gate.
Oh,
So we
okay.
get money from that. And we have one little amplifier. There was a technician brother in the area by the name of Mr. Lee, Trevor Daly.
Yes.
He's a good technician. I used to come to town and buy parts and building with amplifier and fixed radio. So he said he can build an amplifier for us. I have a telephone radio.
You remember the Telefunken, and you guys might not know what Telefunken is, but Telefunken was the brand that we listened to back in the 60s, the 70s, the 50s, and so on.
And that brother convert the telephone radio to amplifier that you could use 5 instruments.
You kidding me?
Yes, 5 instruments. Mic and guitar. One box was maybe about in the length, about a yard and a half,
Yes.
and maybe about 2 feet.
And in width, yeah.
Yes, and one speaker in it. How we get sound.
And it was beautiful. It was a beautiful sound.
Yes, good sound, good sound. 3 guitar
Okay.
coming through, like two guitar, treble guitar, and 1 bass coming through. Nice.
And the song was there. All right, you started to play for this reputable producer with the Carl Dawkins riff that you did and so on.
His
How
name
long?
was Coyle. He used to have a leather shop down by Oxford Street.
Okay. In Radington Town?
No, don't tell me.
Okay. Oxford Street, downtown Kingston. Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was the producer of this. JJ first. JJ will be down. Carl Dawkins from Baby Island was the first song.
Okay.
Hard Time. Satisfaction was done about 2 weeks after.
Okay.
That was for JJ.
Okay. Okay. And the rest is history because those songs are still playing on the radio and still earning.
Yes.
So you found out that now Vincent White is not just a little boy from Cromwell land in St. Mary. Vincent White is now a musician and has worth because you know on a couple of record labels. What happened since then? How did you meet Earl Fanny Power?
Well, Bobby Akins was living on the same street that her
Yeah,
just a few about 15 feet from the place.
yeah.
When we talk about that, five times. That was the rural scenario. It was
Okay.
two band on the street.
Two band on the same street.
Yes, yes.
So what was Earl doing at the time?
I couldn't say really. Because
What were you doing at the time, Earl? Because it's right here.
His brother and I, never
Yeah.
started brute force and ignorance man.
Okay. Brute force and ignorance.
So that means that become the third band on Gallery Road.
Okay.
Yeah, because Bobby Akins, Falcons, and brute force and ignorance right here.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And
So
that's
tell us a
what-
little bit about where we are now, because I would assume this is like holy ground.
Yeah.
You
Well,
said
now, well, Vincent now is a bass player, right? As a studio bass player. You know, he was a professional when we are learning.
It was,
He was a
yes.
professional already.
Yes.
Playing a lot of music from Prince Buster. From Prince Buster, you can name all the artists there.
Yes.
He plays and more music than anybody can pick up. All the music with Ansel Collins.
Yes.
They were playing a lot of music with Ansel Collins and everybody else, you know.
Wow.
Bobby Akins.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
You can give a list.
So at any time did you team up with Vincent White?
Yeah. When Bobby Akins there, you know, we were something like that.
Well, rehearse together and so on.
Bobby Akins was my teacher.
Okay, okay. Well, the things start to get more interested, Vincent. The band start to come into effect and you create that kind of vibes on Galloway Road, right?
Yes. That was the street.
That was the street where everything happened.
Yeah,
All right. As your career progresses, tell us a little bit more about like the first time you probably went on tour, and who else did you play for other than Carl Dawkins, etc.
Money.
Striker Bunny Lee, the producer.
Yes, kind of conversation. Slim Smith.
Yeah.
This is me. Whole heart of mine, they'll always sing.
Yeah.
Just like a river.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what they do. They'll always. And then Slim said, conversation. This is me, Gypsy Woman. I am lost, love and devotion. Devotion are coming. Yes, that was the Bunny production.
Wow. But those are some, like, ladies and gentlemen, that's why it's very important for us to have a conversation like this where we converse with a man of the likes of a Vincent White and a man of the likes of the Earl Fanny Powell, because remember back in those days when these artists started out, these instrumentalists started out, there was no social media. So you might walk past a Vincent White on the street and don't even know that some of the songs that your mother and father danced to, it was created by this man. Some of the songs that your mom and dad make babies to was created by Earl Fanny Powell. And that is why we're doing stuff like this, so that his generations to come, his legacy is transformed down from Vincent White to your children, your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren. So this is very important for us to have. Now the music starts to take off now. You're doing a lot of shows, you're doing a lot of studio work and so on. What was the highlight of your career when you start to say, yes, I'm so happy I'm a bass player?
Well, it was when I did double barrel with Ansel Collins.
Double Barrel,
Yes.
that's the name of the song?
Yeah, double barrel. That was a million seller.
Wow, that was your first million seller. Double Barrel with Ansel Collins.
Dave and Ansel.
Dave and Ansel.
Dave and Ansel Collins, okay.
So we did four. Well, I did. That's my first two. We did in about 6 months.
Yeah,
Jamaica. In Hotel Road.
okay.
In Sonny Bright Shaw.
Mm.
Mike Diamonds, Johnson Garden.
Yes.
And then we start out again with Carl Bryan,
Mm.
Ronald and France, Meditators over by Orange Road.
Yes.
Yes, and I probably put it on France. I can go to North Coast because it was sort of getting sticky.
Mean to get gigs and so on,
Yes,
yes.
because the computer coming.
Yes, man, yes, yes.
Like,
Live music almost become obsolete.
yes, so
So you went to the Narcos now and the hotels, cabaret type of shows and so on.
that's
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the home of Earl Fanny Powell. We're on Galloway Road, a matter of fact, in the backyard, cruising out and just having fun with Vincent White, an household name. Vincent, do you know that, did you know that your songs were going to be such a hit when you were playing them at the time?
no idea at all. No idea.
That some of these songs would stand the test of time because some of these recording is over 30 years old,
Yeah,
50 years.
40 years old, 50 years old.
we didn't have the slightest clue that it would be like this.
What do you see the industry now in terms of how you were paid back then? Do you think you was treated fairly in putting out the kind of work that you did?
We didn't. Because some of the producers of them, you go to studio with them, and they say, alright, we're going to go to England and go like selling music. Like
Right.
that, come and do it.
I said, the money no make I'm not did it.
Anything like that, no?
Yeah. What we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that for far too long we have had, they consider them session musicians, which means they just go into the studio and they pay them a few dollars for their talent, and after they pay them a few dollars, that's the end of it. But we now know in 2025 and before that we have intellectual property rights, we have royalties, we have mechanical rights, and we are aware now that monies are still out there for people like yourself and you, Vincent White. And that is why we have a big sound platform so that we can hear this and we can help somewhat in introducing Vincent White to people who can help to retrieve their monies, because money is out there. All right, the thing bust out now and it's to a few places. How was your attitude to your fellow Jamaicans? Did you act like, boy, oh, me arrived now, me I start now, me no want to chat to nobody, Or you was just this humble, quiet individual?
Everyone knows that I'm a very quiet person.
So you never let the fame get to you?
Never. Up until today, some people who know me and know what I did, they say, why is so humble and you don't have a chorus and do it? You know, say you use that talent and things and you do the music. It is good. You have to know for the beauty. Yes. I'm not all excited for this. Looks like a new program.
But guess what? After today, on being on Big Soul Television, you don't have any low profile anymore.
But guess
A lot of people get a chance now to see Vincent White and to see the man behind all these songs that they have been listening to from they were children until now they are adults. Earl.
But guess what now?
Mm-hmm.
Vincent don't tell you some of the biggest songs in my play probably. Because the Wheeler song, tell him which one Wheeler song you play
Please
bass on.
don't rock my boat.
Please don't you rock my boat. You played on that?
Yes, I play this.
And what else?
Selassie is the champion.
Yeah, I Selassie is the champ. Yes.
I play like that. Just Martin McCann, their producer.
Martin Maplana. Okay. Okay. Okay.
That's the only song I did with it down back now.
Okay. All right, we're gonna pause for a break, ladies and gentlemen, and when we come back, we're gonna be talking some more with Vincent White, some of his achievement, and of course, we're not leaving our friend out, Earl Fanny Power. Stay tuned. Big Stone and the team will be right back.
And the man told him, come in and see you too.
Go ahead. Gentlemen, here we are again with Earl Fanny Powell, and of course my very special guest, Vincent White, bassist extraordinaire. No, we spoke to Vincent at length, and he told us how he got started in the music and the earlier parts of the music. He also told me that he met with a number of musicians, played on a number of famous musician songs like King Selassie's Chapel, Haile Selassie Chapel, that was done by Martin McPlana. He played the bass on that. He played the bass on some of Toot's songs, some of the Maytel songs he played the bass on, and a number of other reputable artists that Vincent White have played the bass on. As a matter of fact, I will get the listing from him, and as the video progresses, we'll put the name of some of the songs because they're too much to mention. And he has this list with so many things written on it, so we're not going to go to the list. We're just going to get modern and just scroll as we talk. You'll see the number of great musicians that this brother here had an opportunity of playing with. Vincent Wright, the year is now 2025. What have you been doing with yourself? Are you still playing?
No, I'm not playing right now. What I'm doing is I made coconut oil.
Oh, before you get to coconut oil, can you still play if somebody wants to book you, a Vincent White, for a studio session? Can you still play on that?
Yeah.
Suppose somebody wants a bass player to go on tour for a month or 2 or 3. Are you still able to?
Yes, I will. Okay. Long as we're rehearsal.
Right, as long as the rehearsals are fine and everything. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I say, he still got it in him. I'm going to post a contact number for him so that you can reach out to the legendary, the iconic Vincent White. The business of coconut oil. Tell us a little bit more, because that's a lucrative business if Vincent can only get his hands on some coconut. How you got started in that business?
Well, I have a little shop in Promenade.
Yes.
So, when it's slow, when the time is slow and you can't get on, nothing not selling much,
Yes.
I used to have coconuts. So, like say, about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So what I did, I said, can just boil some wine and store it up in case anybody wants to just I'm not depending on the high.
Yeah.
So I just
That's something that's just to back you up and bring in some revenue. And I must say, ladies and gentlemen, I know about coconut oil. Coconut oil, you don't need no meat in your place. If you have the proper coconut oil, you can boil some dumpling and just dip it in the oil. And let me tell you something, nothing no nice like that. You have some green banana, Earl, you can just crush up the green banana and then the good old coconut oil, and you're good to go. So it's a lucrative business. And then I guess disease came over and they sprayed the coconut. They told the Jamaican farmers a lie, that because they know that we are the best coconut in the world. So what they did was, in order to slow us down as a competition, they would come in and just kill out the coconut by spraying them supposedly to prevent disease. And that is why coconut is not as prevalent in Jamaica as it ought to be, or it used to be back in the days. You understand me? So I'm an advocate. I say leave our things alone. We have competent farmers. If something is wrong, a bug, a disease or whatever, we can take care of our own business. Vincent White, I know you love the business of show, but a lot of people do not understand the business of show, because show business is different from the business of show. Show business is like when you just got started, you had an opportunity to play with some of the greats or play on a song here or there. and they might give you a few dollars and so on. But you thought more or less that once you left the studio, that was it.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. That's not it. As long as you live, those songs that you played on, right? You're supposed to get publishing or royalties for the work that you've done. What they tried to do, ladies and gentlemen, back in the days, they would classify Vincent White as a studio or a session musician. So you would come into the studio, they pay you £2 or £3, and after that you don't get no more money. But guess what? More money is out there. The amount of money is out there for this man that he has played on. We'd only hope that we get him in touch with the powers that be, and we can start accumulating some of these money, because he needs it more so than ever. What are your plans now? I mean, work not coming in as steadily, and the business of coconut oil is very slow. What do you plan on doing now?
Well, all I can say, I have to just take it one day at a time. That's all I can say. Just take it one day at a time. Get some assistance from some grandma.
Yeah, children will help you out and so on and so forth.
So
Big up all Vincent White grandchildren. You know who they are. You want to call a couple of names?
yeah, man.
Call them name and big them up, man.
Yeah, man. Jason, Samai, who's a doctor. Jason is an engineer and he has two restaurant.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What's the name of the restaurant?
One restaurant is Post and Toast.
Yes, two restaurants, and just look at the screen and we'll let you know the name of the restaurant, and you can go there and support Vincent White family members. And in supporting that restaurant, what you're actually doing is supporting him as well, because they look out for grandpa, they look out for daddy, because nothing now going too tough within the music fraternity, and he still has to wear clothes and he still has to eat. Earl Fanny Power.
Yes,
What going for you now? I know you have a big tune coming out to our album. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, we're about to finish up this album, me and Jerry Natals.
Uh-huh.
So hopefully we'll get it out by the end of next month.
By the end of June.
Yeah, by the end of June. So
Wow.
we're just going to finally mix it up and everything.
Okay.
We're trying to,
How many tracks is on this album?
well, we're going to put about 12 or 8, but we're going to release a few singles first.
Oh, you're gonna release a few singles first. Okay, what's the name? You have the name of the album, is it? Okay, you have not decided on the name of the album. Okay. You want to big up, man, who was tremendous in assisting you in coming up and doing your thing.
In the early days, this man is a man who I look up to. Right?
Vincent White.
Vincent, because the band that he plays in, Bobby Akins was my teacher.
Oh.
With my guitar.
Okay.
He teach me how to make, man. But those days I make an instrument.
You used to make your guitar.
Yeah, we just couldn't afford for my instrument.
And it's in tune and play good same way?
So Bobby should have shown the wood and I would cut out the wood and make the guitar, buy the fretboard and the frets and everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And show us the cards and everything. Not me alone, a couple
Yeah.
other guys.
Quite a few other people.
Yeah, man. And that's how we started out, you know.
One thing I kind of appreciate with talking to Earl Fanny Powell and people like Vincent White is the friendship that both of you have after all these years. See, Vincent, a lot of people, as soon as they start making a few dollars, they tend to forget where they come from and who they used to associate with. What are your thoughts on that? Some people who are ungrateful and bad man and not remember where they come from.
We're talking about from the 60s.
I think some of them is ungrateful.
Yeah.
I think they're ungrateful.
Because if you look out, if somebody look out for me in my trying time, I'm gonna try my best,
Yeah.
you know, to at least, if I might not even reciprocate and look to the person who actually gave me something, but look out for somebody else and try to pass the blessing on. I've done that on many times Earl Fanny Paul might look out for Big Stone,
Yeah.
and from the same token of strength that Earl gave me,
Yeah.
I'm able to offset somebody else down the road.
Yeah, that's
And maybe that person too might able to find that dollar or two, and just keep it going.
And that's how we have to live, you know.
Because exactly, Jamaica is such a beautiful country, and we need to share love and just be merry and happy with the life that we're living now.
And the culture.
How is your health? How is everything going?
Well, I have prostate cancer.
Oh, you have prostate cancer problem.
Yes, I'm doing well still because I've been battling for over 8 years.
That is great, and I must tell you though, that I have prostate cancer problem too myself, but probably mine would be a little bit more advanced than yours because they're saying that I have stage 4 prostate cancer, which has metastasized, which means it has spread from my prostate to my hip and my knee. That is when it gets a little bit more serious than how you have had it. One thing I can tell you, and I advise all of our Jamaican men to go get tested. Once you get to 40, for some reason your prostate start to enlarge. The doctor cannot tell you why. But if you keep on top of your thing, do your digital prostate examination every year, and you stick to medication and to protocol and eat right, then you can probably survive it as long as 8 years. I'm into my 3rd year, and I give thanks to the Almighty. I'm still strong. I might feel a few pain here or there. You know, I have problem getting up at night to pass my urine, but my spirit is up. It doesn't stop me from helping a Vincent or Earl Fanny forward. As a matter of fact, don't tell me, if you want me to get upset with you, don't tell me to go and mind my health. Because a lot of people, they do it with care for you, don't get me wrong. But because of how I feel in imparting knowledge and helping someone, I'd rather to work and die on the battlefield than to die in my bed trying to take care of it. Alright, so who you want to big up in leaving now? Who you want to say a special shout out to and so on?
Well, Mr. Lee, the man who built the first amplifier for the started.
Is he still alive?
Yes, he's still alive.
Big up, big up.
And
Yeah.
his son, who name is, we call him Killer Bees. He has a son named Killer Bees.
Where's this song located?
In IG, right?
Oh, Killer Bee Sound in Highgate. Big up, big up.
Yes. Yes, and my grandson, the children, they respect me a lot. My granddaughter, daughter-in-law, Cadel, Chrissy, all of them. They know them. They know them. They know this.
Yeah.
They show me a lot of respect.
They give
They
thanks.
say, from we know you never have a dull moment.
Moment.
with you. I love that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the closure, I'm not going to say the end, of this wonderful experience. The next time I speak with Vincent, I want to go to Cromwell Land in St. Mary, Pandegrum.
Yeah.
This is where it's all started in Kingston, but I want to go back to the early days. Probably there at the riverside, drink some janga soup or something like that, and we just have a wonderful time. Right, Earl?
Yeah.
So the next time you come back to Jamaica, Earl Fanny, like I say, he lives in the United States of America. He has this album that is coming out. It's No Name album. I want you to go out and support it. I'll make a special notification when the album comes out. And I also want you to support Vincent White coconut oil business once the coconut them start there again. And if not, the restaurant that you see, the number is posted and the name of the restaurant is posted, right? I want you to go and support that restaurant, because in supporting that restaurant, you're supporting Vincent White. Thank you, Earl.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A wonderful day, and thank you for the hookup, man, and helping me to reach to the four corners of the earth and to meet a man, the caliber
Half the
of
story have not been told.
and half the story has not been told. Thank you very much, Mr. White.
Yes.
I had a great time talking to you, and I hope to see you soon. And take care of your health, man. You're looking great. 8 years, 9 years fighting prostate cancer. I'm into 3 years fighting this monster. Guess what? We must win. Can't do nothing. Not at all. Thank you very, very much for watching Big Stone Television. Check it out.